Kenny Honnas, I think it's Honnas Kenny, probably got it wrong. Someone in my coaching group asked me who has irritable bowel, ulcerative colitis, etc., Crohn's disease, just digestive dis-ease. About doing testosterone. They did a testosterone test a month and a half ago apparently, and the test, they come back at about 11, around 11, which is about 320 nanograms a deciliter, etc. Running a bit low. All right. Should they use test to boost it up to help with their ulcerative colitis digestive issues? There's a guy out there, Kenny Honnas, etc. Probably put you in that name. I'm not trying to. Guys, if you've got a YouTube channel out there, make the name easy to remember. Okay, make it easy to remember. I mean, durianrider's not the best, but I've had it since 2008. So, should you use testosterone, HCG, if you've got ulcerative situation, digestive issues, you got low test? Should you use it? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say yeah. All right, we're talking pharmaceutical grade stuff from the doctors, not stuff you buy on the internet. You don't know what the heck is in it. I'm talking real stuff. I'm going to use real stuff, injectables anyway. Test. I would say no, man. Like, if your goal is to build as much muscle as possible for yourself, then yeah, it's going to be yes. But if your goal is to help raise your levels or you increase your digestion, I'm going to say no until you exhaust all other avenues. Because once you do get on the test train, you're probably going to stay on for life because you're going to feel enhanced. All right? There's going to be benefits. All right? Women are going to be more attracted to you. Your schlong's going to get even bigger because you're going to get more blood volume, and it's just everything's just going to go ping, pong, ping. All right. Only real side effects you might get is your hair will probably thin, but again, it depends on your genetics. My dad had similar amount of hair I have at my age. I did have Hollywood hair back in the day, and it has shed a lot. Is it because of anabolic usage? Who knows? Is it because I'm 45? Is it because I've been a stretch? Who knows? It doesn't matter. If I really care, I can wear a wig or whatever, shave it off. Who cares? Whatevs. But for a lot of guys, it's a big deal, losing hair. So they use finasteride, which is a DHT blocker, which I don't recommend blocking DHT. And it's just like, it doesn't make sense to me at all. It doesn't make sense to me at all to block DHT, which is a masculizing. It just doesn't make sense. But hey, your body, your choice. So yeah, before you use anything, you definitely want to get educated and talk to people who've used gear before. People are going to be honest with you, etc. I'm going to say, as someone who had, Crohn's, ulcerative colitis, crappiest digestion ever, piss, shit and blood, I'm going to say that what helped me wasn't tests, all right? It was my dietary recommendations, protocols, and hugely lifestyle changes. You can eat what I eat, my protocols, etc. But if you're still living in a situation, a home or a job, or something's giving you a lot of stress, relationship, you got a crazy boyfriend or crazy girlfriend or just crazy fams or whatever. Hey, we all got it. We all got situations in our life like that. You got to get out of that first, man. All right? Because I'll tell you what, when you're on testosterone and in a crazy situation, you might do crazy shit. Like I have to really, really restrain myself. When my testosterone's 4 times higher than the average man, I've got to restrain myself, all right? Because your cortisol response will be even greater. The more tests you're producing or have in your blood, the higher that cortisol spike will be, okay? So make sure I got my sugars in, get my sleep, do meditation, relax. Because when you got a lot of tests in your blood, mate, you can really go full gas, okay? And that can end you up in big trouble, all right? Big trouble, little China. Be in prison, get a conviction, do stupid shit, you regret, okay? So remember that. Yeah. Test. Roid rage is real, not from the roids, but if you maybe didn't look after your sugars enough that day, or you just had a cortisol, just one of those situations, you got to be wary of that. So I would say get out of the stressful situations first, okay? Otherwise, it can just really get out of it, man. Get out of situations first, okay? As a natty. Now, people say, oh, but testosterone helps deal with stress. Yeah, it's true, but it's sort of like, I guess it's like a handgun in self-defense. You know, you can carry a handgun in certain parts of the world, in the USA, etc. That's going to have pros. You know, you can defend yourself, but also, what if you do defend yourself? You're going to get charged or whatever, or you're going to might regret it, or there might be retaliation against you. You know what I mean? So it's sort of like, yeah, you'll feel, oh, I've got a gun, I'm safe in the Bronx, you know, blah, 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 whatever. But it's like, yeah, but then if you have to use it, you know, then the jury says, hey, that wasn't self-defense, the guy was running off. Yeah, it just creates, you know, so one pro, and then it creates con as well. Same with test. Okay, the positive, but also you have a con as well. So you got to outweigh and write those things up and understand what's going on there. I'm going to say change your lifestyle before you go up and get into gear. I'd say go to bed at 8 p.m. before you get into gear, okay? I'd say have a break from cardio for a while, okay? Have a break from caffeine, all the stimulants for a while, a couple of months or a month. Just a month should be enough. A month of no cardio. If you're like a cardio machine, a runner or a cyclist, you know, have a month off, man. Just drop it right back, you know? Drop it right back for a month and go to bed early and just see what happens to your levels. They'll probably come back up, you know. Seen it many times again. That's why professional runners and cyclists often use testosterone, because the demands of training and racing all year, body's not designed for that. Right? So if you're just go, because you're motivated, you're carved up, you're like, just get it done, but then your T's low, and you want a high because you think maybe that's helping your digestion, you know, the digestion could just be average because you're not food combining properly. You're going to bed too late. Going to bed late, man. Going to bed past 9 p.m. really is going to have an impact. You know, when I'm on testosterone, I've got 4 times higher levels than normal, the average man, then yeah, I can go to bed at 2 a.m., wake up next day, feel, man, not too bad, you know. But if I was full natty bra, then yeah, you got to feel it, okay? So going to bed at, I'd say 8, 9 p.m. is like equivalent, in my opinion, to someone who's used testosterone. Someone who can speak from personal experience, not just what I read on the internet, you know, from personal experience. I reckon going to bed at 8 to 9 p.m. would give you the benefits of probably running about 250, 300 milligram a week test in terms of digestion and mental clarity and mood. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's how powerful early nights are, okay? So all these people out there using test, and they're going to bed at midnight and stuff, and it's like, what's the point? You know? I mean, the anabolic effects, yeah, for sure. But if you're using test because you want to feel better, your mood and digestion, just go to bed at 8, 9 p.m. and then you have to use the test and then have the potential side effects to go with that, okay? Your natural shutdowns and stuff. So, you know, like I want people to educate themselves, okay? You know, I don't sell any TRT clinic stuff, blah, blah, blah. I've got no dog in the race, as they say. So that's the deal, man. It's, you know, I would say no. I would say exhaust out the sleep, go to bed early for a couple of months, have a break from cardio if you've been really cranking it for a month, just have a break, just drop it right back to like 20% of your volume, etc. But get out of the stressful situation. If you've got this nagging girlfriend or nagging boyfriend or just like blah, 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 man, like, get out of that. And that's because that shit's going to drag your testosterone through the floor. All right. Let me just test something quickly. Okay, I just had to make sure we're recording. I'll tell you a little story before we wrap it up. 2008, rather. 2008, 2009. I knew a guy, met him in Malaysia, had contact with him in maybe 2007, and he had full-on ulcerative colitis, Crohn's. He was doing chemo drugs, etc. Really, really skinny dude. Like, you know, like, just, you know, Tom Pidcock looked swole, you know, looked swole compared to this guy. Like, just a tiny little guy, you know, like a jockey, like a jockey of a jockey, you know, like a real small guy. Anorexic, just lightweight, man, like one of the smallest guys I've ever seen. Very frail looking, you know, perfect hair, you know, really just like particularly his food, you know, like bad digestion. Anyway, so he was like the most purest sort of orthorexic I've ever met in my life, I'd say. And he traveled with us through Malaysia and Thailand and that, you know, and chill dude, always polite and just chill. And I was a bit like, I wonder if this guy's really just putting this on to mask anorexia, you know? I was like, this is, I don't know, who knows? But then again, he showed me medical tests. He showed me prescriptions for drugs he'd been using. Crohn's drugs, toxic drugs, powerful drugs. So who knows, you know. But then he went to the Philippines for durian, and he met this really pretty Filipino girl. And then he just went AWOL. He went AWOL, and I thought he died. Right? And I said to a friend of ours, I said, what happened to such and such? Did he die? You know, because he was so skinny. And then he's like, nah, man. He's like, he sent me a picture on his Facebook. He's gained all this weight back. He's looking really healthy. He's just like, there's a picture of him drinking a beer and eating a burger or something. And it looked like $1 zillion, like weight compared to what he used to do beforehand. It's like full anemic dude. And I was like, what? You know. So I messaged him, hey, yeah, man, how'd you go? Well, you all good again? Didn't get a response. And from memory, maybe there's something that later on came from that. But I was just like, damn, this dude, you know, he's probably just mad stressed the whole time. You know, mad stressed the whole time, and he meets this really attractive, really, really nice young Filipino lady. She's probably like 20 or something, 19, I think, and just changed his whole world. All right, changed his whole world. All right, so he, you know, who knows what he was running from. I didn't really get that too deep with him back then. I would have now, because I'm a lot older and more experienced of talking to people. But yeah, that he always stands out. All right, this guy just did a total flip transformation. Like, this was the guy who would, like, he was so orthorexic that he would he wouldn't drink his smoothies. He would eat his smoothies with a spoon over like a 1.5 hour period, right? And he'd chew it 10 times and then swallow the smoothie, right? Like full on orthorexia, 10th dan. And you know, so went from that to like Facebook photo having a beer and a freaking burger, a fish burger or something. You know, like just like, hang on, like, how'd you go from that to that? So boom, that Filipino girl. So I would say, go to Asia, all right, meet someone nice, treats you well, go where you needed, go where you're respected, and see what happens to your testosterone levels then, all right? So what happens to your ulcerative colitis then, okay? Jump on the test train. It's a potential, but I would have that as the last station to get on, all right? The last line to get on, okay? But yeah, if your goal was just to get this mad aesthetic change of physique, put on 30 kilos of muscle, 10 kilos, 20 kilos of muscle quick, yeah, you go for that, for sure, all right? When he's a male stripper, then yeah, you've got to use test. Like, there's no male strippers out there who are natty. You know, 99.9999% of them are on the gas, because it just gives that aesthetic, guarantees the aesthetic. So if you want to have that look, then yeah, got to use the gear. But we're talking about ulcerative colitis, Crohn's disease, etc. Then yeah, I'd say no, until you've exhausted all the avenues. Lifestyle change what women you got in your life. If you don't have any, get one, a quality one. Go to Asia, etc. They'll treat you like a king, as long as you're nice to them in the country areas. And do my protocols with diet, etc. And go from there, have a break from cardio for a bit. You know, get your T levels up a bit, and go from there. See how you go. Let us know what happens.